All right, Shalom, your brother Jamar from the Phoenix camp. And with that being said, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the brothers that are doing this work, and truth and sincerity. And real quick, just jump right into the scripture. This is Romans 15:1. It says, "We then that are strong ought to bear the infirmities," get that word infirmities, the weaknesses of the weak, not to please ourselves. So every brother has strengths and weaknesses, man. Every brother has certain talents and gifts that differ from the other brother in the body with them, man. So we use our strengths to help brothers' weaknesses, and our weaknesses are helped by other brothers' strengths. It says that we then that are strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak and not to please ourselves, man. So at the end of the day, this is a brotherhood, man. The elect, the 144,000, they're a tight bond brotherhood, man. Even Yahweh Shai said that he would die for his brethren, man. So that the concept of brotherhood, the idea of brotherhood, that's the kingdom right there, man. That's the elect. The elect are our brotherhood, a brotherhood of love and respect, a brotherhood of edification, of building up one another, man. This is the truest form of brotherhood that you're ever going to be a part of, being in this truth. And the thing about it is that brotherhood needs to be protected. It needs to be worked. It needs to be put effort into. It needs to be sought after, man. Just showing up is not enough. There's gotta be a willingness to love one another, man. To love one another in a brotherly manner. It says, "For we then that are strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak, and not to please ourselves. Let every one of us please his neighbor for his good to edification." It says, "For the being built up," and that's exactly what it is, man. It's iron sharpens iron, so is a man in countenance of his friend, as it says in the book of Proverbs, man. So being built up, man, we are building each other up. And it's done through example. It's done by example. It's done by counsel. It's done by friendship, man. It's done by being friends in his brotherhood, walking side by side on the battlefield with your brother, man. Enduring each other's burdens, man. We almost endure our own burdens, but at the same time, we help each other with our burdens and the building up of our spirit. It says, verse 3, "For even Yahweh Shai pleased not himself, but as is written, the reproaches of them that reproached thee fell on me. Whatsoever things that were aforetime were written for our learning, that through patience and comfort of Scripture we might have hope." And one of the things that the Scriptures teach is that brotherhood of the elect, man. You can read that about it in the book of Acts. The common love that they had for another, the community that they had. You can read that, in the scriptures, man. David and his mighty men. How his mighty men went to great lengths just to get David a glass of water. They did that out of respect and love. So there's many examples of brotherhood in the scriptures. There's many examples of that tight-knit bond of men of the Lord. The perfect example is Yahweh Shai and the 12 disciples, man. That was a tight-knit brotherhood, man. So the concept of brotherhood, the idea of brotherly love is part of this truth, a major part of this truth, man. It's not all about, calling the white man the devil, so to speak. There's a lot of aspects to this truth. There's a lot of character building to this truth, man. Like the Apostle Kabar always says, and it's one of my favorite quotes from him, before you be a man of the Lord, you got to be a man. And that definition of man, in the truest sense, is one that abides by the law, statutes, commandments, and that includes the loving of one another in this truth, man, as brothers. With that, I'm going to get a few precepts. This is Romans 12 and 10. Romans 12 and 10, and it says, "Be kindly affectionate." Let's get that word affection. Affectionate one to another. Let's get that word affectionate. It says, "The mutual love of parents, loving affection, prone to love, loving tenderly, chiefly of the reciprocal tenderness of parents and children." So it's love, affection, prone to love. The mutual love of parents and children, and wives and husbands. A mutual love, man. A mutual respect that brothers have with each other. Be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love, in honor, preferring. Let's get the preferring, giving preference one another. So You don't put yourself above another brother, or you don't exalt yourself above another brother. We're supposed to prefer one another, man. We're supposed to you know, be considerate to one of another, give place to one of another, man. You know, we're supposed to show that kindness and love and respect towards one another, man. You know, and that got to be in your spirit to be a man of the Lord. You know, because Scripture said that though I prophesy without charity, with charity, that word charity goes into the word brotherhood. I'm going to go ahead and get that, man. This is Proverbs, it's like your 1 Corinthians 13 and 2. It says, though I have the gift of prophecy, understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith, so that I could remove mountains, and I have not charity, let's get the word charity, love, I am nothing. So you can be you can know all these things, man. And if you don't have that charity, you don't got that love of the brotherhood, then it doesn't make it doesn't make it valuable. It says the word for charity, the strong says affection, goodwill, love, benevolence, brotherly love, love, feast, man. So you know that's what it is, man. That's the theme. That's part of the very great important aspects of this truth is that brotherly love. You know. So I'm gonna get a few more scriptures. This is Ephesians 4 and 13. You know, a few scriptures that I ran across. You know, me and another brother, we were having this conversation. You know, it kind of my spirit to make a video about it. So Ephesians 4 and 13, and it says, "Till we all come in." That one won't slack it. I'll start at verse 12. It says, "For the perfecting of the saints, the equipping of the saints," and that goes along with edification and building up, "for the work of the ministry." I'll start at verse 11. Yeah, and he gave some apostles and some prophets, some evangelists, some pastors and teachers. So every man was given different offices and talents and gifts, and those talents and gifts were for one purpose, and the purpose is this: for the perfecting of the saints, for the building up, equipping of the elect, for the work of the ministry, to progress the common goal that we have, which is pushing this truth, for the edifying of the body, the building up of the body of Yahweh Shai. And that goes along with brotherhood. Till we all come in the unity of the faith. That word unity, man. I'm not talking about a unity camp. I'm talking about brothers, like-minded brothers, you know, speaking the same doctrine, teaching the same doctrine, and having brotherly love. And of the knowledge of the Son of Yahweh unto a perfect man. So that's what it's for, man. A perfect man. Let's get the word perfect. A mature man. So maturity is part of this truth, man. Maturing yourself is part of this truth. Growth is part of this truth, man. And part of that growth and part of that maturity is having that brotherly love one toward another, man. Being an example to the brother to the left and right of you. You know, correcting one another, rebuking one another, man. No man is above reproof or rebuke in this truth, man. You know, we all can learn and we all can and we all can be disciplined one from another. It says that's why it says unto the perfect man, unto the measure of the statue. You know, so there's a standard that we have to live to, and that standard was set by Yahweh Shai, the measure of stature, the fullness of Yahweh Shai, that we henceforth be no more children. That goes along with maturity or the mature man. You know, because you start as a child and you grow to a man, tossed to and fro and carried away with every wind of doctrine. So you get experience in this truth, man. You get seasoned in this truth. You know, you get matured in this truth, and your spirit, you're more equipped. Your spirit's more equipped to discern right and wrong, man, foolishness and wisdom. It says, by the sight of man, cunning crafted, whereby they lie and wait to deceive. But speaking the truth in love may grow up into him in all things, which is the head, even Yahweh Shai. For from the whole body fully joined together and compacted by that which every joint supplies, everything working together, man. According to the effectual working, get that word effectual. The effective working, so it works. It progresses. It has an effect. In the measure of every part maketh increase of the body unto the edifying of itself in love. That's brotherly love, edification, you know, charity. That's brotherly love. This I say therefore and testify in the Lord that ye henceforth walk as other Gentiles walk. Because they don't understand the meaning of the brotherly love. They don't even know what brotherly love is. You know, whether you've been a gang or whatever. You thought you had some kind of brotherhood there, but that's always that's wickedness, man. This is the true brotherhood on the planet Earth, man. This is the only true. This is the truest form of brotherhood in the whole world. But this is the representation of the kingdom, man. And this is how it's going to be in the kingdom: extreme brotherhood, great brotherhood. You know, so that's what it is, man. That's a major part of this truth. So I'm gonna get Hebrews 13:1. I'm gonna close it on that because this just sums it up right here. Hebrews 13:1. It says, let brotherly love continue. So let's get that word continue. To remain, to abide, to refer to place or during the terror, not to depart, to be held, kept continually, man. So brotherhood should be held and kept continually. It should be strive for at all times because it's a major part of this truth, man. With that being said, it's a real quick lesson. Most High Bueno Hope was edifying. That I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Call Halal Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Brothers keep on pushing. Shalom.